Hello, hello, and welcome back to Elden Ring Nightreign, where I plan to show off 3 Everdark Sovereign Extreme boss fights, and then the final boss of the game. I say that because the credits roll afterwards. Tougher versions are apparently coming out at some point after this recording. So up first is the Sentient Pest raid, then I got 2 other ones before we do that. I'm playing Ironeye this time, though it's not like live gameplay. I'm very much commentating over games I've previously played. And yeah, it's just boss fights. Until they release like DLC characters that do something new with day 1 and day 2. I don't want to show that 40 minutes, even fast forwarding again. So I'm with a Duchess character this game playing. It always makes me a bit wary because they are very squishy characters. One of the videos I show here, Duchess wins the entire game for us, but yeah, they're a tough character to play. Very, very squishy. You can see I'm kind of going very close to the boss, trying to use that skill of Ironeye to put the red X, the weakening mark on him. But if I do enough damage, he kind of gets a big chunk of damage taken out of him. Ironeye is definitely my strongest character in terms of not dying. It's rare for me to go down, I'd say, 2 seconds after someone had to pick me up. This is the Everdark Sovereign, so it starts in phase 2 as is normal with these extreme fights. And then new bit comes up when his health bar goes down. Have a phase 3, so-called. This is probably the toughest part of the fight, to be honest, the beginning bit where he's just nuking everything. Sky beams, luckily the other 2 are able to take aggro off, which is very handy for a far range Ironeye character like myself. This is probably the easiest of the 3, I feel. Certainly in today's viewing. Oh, phase 1 is done. Here comes the actual boss now. Yep, there he is, reviving the other 2. I actually recorded 2 gameplays of this boss. The first time doing it, yeah, we didn't do it great. We decided to kill the butterfly first, which I think makes him stronger. Or is it? He essentially revives him again, makes him red and glowy and such. I'm actually quite interested to see which one we defeat first, how that mechanic works. In fact, I'm going after Fartus. Stone Shield's big scorpion first. I assume that's what you're meant to do. Yeah, now he's going to revive this guy, and then the butterfly Noster is not powered up. 2 kind of physical characters with me, 2 close range characters, so it's no wonder that we got this one first. At this point I probably realised, oh shit, it's my job as Ironeye to get the attention of the other boss of Noster, because he is very much going to be attacking the other 2. I should probably get over there and turn him, so I think I do that now. Start running away. Nope, I just completely go on that boss, try and get him down. I do know at some point I do my responsibility and take out the far range, or attack the far range thing. But I suppose I want to get as much damage on the actual main boss, the Animus one. I think it is taking damage when it's possessing, when it makes the scorpion thing go all red. Okay, there it is. Now I've realised, oh yeah, my role as Ironeye is to distract this thing. Got its attention, and I faced them away. Just get hit off on me, which is frustrating. But the other 2 are doing most of the main damage. I often find in Nightreign my job is not to do the most DPS, it's to just fill the role given. Be that tanking or distractions. The other 2 are doing the hard part. And I'm standing comfortably over here away from the giant explosions. maybe interested what build I have as Ironeye. I get to use the skill twice as one of the relics I have on. I think extend the skill thing as well. I was unfortunate in this particular run, like no purple weapon, no legendary weapon. So I'm not doing a lot of damage. It's actually rare nowadays not to get a legendary weapon every single run. But yeah, it's just unfortunate in this one. Day 1 and Day 2 did not go great. Well, level 14, so could be worse. I'm pretty sure both the other two characters do have legendary weapons. They got a good drops that day. This attack is not fun when it's being possessed by the red thing by Animus. There's a lot of rolling and panic. Music's always fantastic during these Nightlord fights as well. I assume each of them is different. I only ever really noticed the what's his name? Caligo one. Big dragon thing. There goes. This fight does not have long left in it. At this point I remember, oh yeah, I have my Rain of Arrow skills, which does insane damage, even with a blue weapon. You just see me spamming that enough to get the boss's attention too. Use the ultimate, which does kind of knock it down a bit. Another role I always try to play is just to stun the boss for a second, that way the other two get to do more damage, which is ultimately what I want. Oops, didn't revive your man there. Yeah, bit of a rough start, like I got downed pretty quickly, but actually why is my thing only one blue bar there? I did get down pretty early in the fight, didn't I? Wondering if that no, it doesn't cool down until you hit a bonfire. Wonder why it's only one again. That long since I got knocked down the first time. I think it takes off a bit of Animus's health when he does revive someone, so he might not have enough health bar to survive doing it again. Just noticing now one of the characters called Patches. Always like the names of Nightreign characters when like effort's put in. And there is victory number 1. Sentient Pest, who is kind of, if you're looking to spam the material, get the, what was the word I'm looking for? Mine? No, farm the material. That's the one you just do again and again. Really annoy me, didn't you? You only get 5 of what that material is to the right hand side. Do I have to look over it so I can remember the name? Sovereign Sigils, yeah. You get 25 the first time you defeat the boss, but then 5 every time after. Which, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to buy with it. Anyway, here is boss 2, whose name, if I can pronounce it right, Fulgore Champion of Nightblue. It's written there as well. And yeah, this is a much tougher fight, but I am much less squishy being Guardian. Almost have his ultimate already, which I do try and just spam the ultimate whenever possible, because nothing takes damage when you have it on for a little bit. So that is a good role to play. This run did go kind of better in day 1 and day 2. I have my legendary weapon there, and the other two both have legendaries as well. Lucky to get out of 1 or 2 of these with Guardian. He's not the quickest one to roll. It's very handy if you can get close to him at the end of that, because he's stunned there for several seconds afterwards. Easy hits. Look at the other one. Duchess was amazing in this game. You'll see towards the end of the fight she practically solos the boss. But I don't do bad in the first like 3/4 of it. That's my ultimate. And I'm hoping the other two at this stage just go in and whack at them now. They take no damage as long as I hold that. That does not last long. goal, especially early on, is just to not die and not become a hindrance on my team. Very hard to get the lightning weapons for this guy. I have a legendary weapon, so I don't want to switch off to the lightning sword I had that time, but it's so handy if you can get a element the boss is weak to. I think he takes more damage, or his armor, something happens to it if you have the right element. On this one I'm level 15, which is again the reason I'm not dying immediately. Also got very lucky that he targeted the other people a lot with that. With Guardian, I kind of know I should be tanking them, I should be taking the aggro a lot and blocking. I'm just never great with the Everdark Sovereigns blocking their abilities. I can do them. Other bosses, day 1, day 2 ones easy enough because they're slow. Best advice I did get as Guardian blocking is to kind of, if you dodge towards the enemy, kind of hold B essentially during it. Dodge towards the enemy and while you're activating it, and it works a lot more of the time. Almost made that. Actually, you're amazed the fight went this well. Like, my memories of this fight where it went much worse, and certainly the ending is strange, as you'll see, but I survived like 3/4 of it almost. I have a relic on there, reflects the damage, though I worry he might be too far away for that damage to actually work. That thing never scares me too much in terms of if you just one full sprint away, he usually dodge it. Okay, should block that. Yeah, pretty sure Duchess gets me up several times now, but reaches a point where, yeah, he just keeps one-shotting me. Get into a kind of a death cycle loop here badly. It's 2. The Revenant doesn't have as good a time either. Survives longer than me, but Duchess being amazing again, getting me up for a second time. I think that's the last time that she's able to do that. Feel kind of happy I did a bit of my job kind of getting up Revenant there. I contributed. I'm looking at how much of the blue bar I had there that I really should have been spamming my skills much more. Not sure has that ability ever actually hit me. And now I realise that arrow ability from above, which I don't think I can block. I didn't do bad with the blocking. I felt like I did block several attacks. So I think when I'm editing this, I did let Revenant go down first, and then I fast forward because 10 minutes, and you'll see this here, 10 minutes Duchess fights the boss one-on-one, just poking it every now and then, slowly getting its health bar down and gets the rest of it down, essentially soloing the boss. Fast forward as soon as Revenant goes down, which is not long. Run, Revenant, run! Don't stay there. First time I've actually seen the marking where the nuke goes off. And here's what I could. Yep. So yeah, I could have gone off and got lunch or something at this point, because 10 minutes long. Duchess does try to get us up a bit, but then just gives up. and slowly starts poking the boss constantly, dodging every single attack almost. Yeah. You are very lucky if you get into a game with someone who can essentially solo the character. To make myself feel better, I do show a second one. It's also quite strange, but I show a second Volker here. So victory. I'll take it. Okay. Not wanting that to be the only footage I had of Volker, play Ironeye, get him down to see how low his health bar is. I've not gone down once, as you'll see when I do go down. The blue bar is only at 1. And yeah, it's just a really, really unfortunate ending. I should have targeted and try and up him, try and revive the guy. But I'm overconfident at this stage. Still have a flask left as well, level 15. And there's 1, 2, and 3. We go down just in a couple seconds and look at his health bar. He's got like 1% health. I'm thinking, oh, do I have poison on him? Just last a bit more. Just no. Still, I have beaten a Volker mate Irons this only once on camera. Okay, third Everdark Sovereign then, which is much better of a match from my point of view. I am playing Raider. I have 2 purple weapons, which I only think now one of them I have a bit of electricity on, which is not a great one to have. But yeah, we just absolutely trounced this guy. Got 2, what's the name of that character? Wilders, who bully the boss with their ultimates, just keep him down for ungodly amounts of time. And I'm able to use my ultimate as well to stun him a bit here, I think. As you can see the damage that 3 of us are doing. Again, I think they were lucky enough to get legendary weapons. I did not roll well. I'm talking there for a bit. I actually have a bit of a weird strategy with Adele, Baron of Night. If I see him going to chomp down on someone for a grab, I jump into it. Because Raider has the health, and it's free damage for the other 2, so allowing them to do as much damage as possible, yeah, I will jump at the chance to. Very fortunate with the placement of that. There's been once or twice where he does this tornado attack and yeah, you're just in a bad position and it kills you. Yep, there's a thing which went really weird and glitchy and threw me up into the air. But at least one of them was able to do some damage, and I have so much health as a Raider character. Part of my build is to have increased health and just make sure I am unkillable. Not sure do I go down even once in this fight. Yep. I adore that, although I wait for this particular one. They keep getting 2 of us for that. Can glitch a bit where it thinks he gets 2 people. Gotta grab them both. Music is nice, but like certain Everdark bosses or certain Nightlords just have better ones, I feel. Yeah. Raider can definitely take any hit on the chin easy enough. Boss got frozen for added insult to injury. We're just going to town. There it is again. Again, if you can get poison off on this guy, it's really good, but as a Raider, like, I'm not even sure has he any good poison weapons he can stumble across. And that is 3 Everdark Sovereign bosses, first 3 that were released, done and dusted. They were, yeah, difficult enough, but not impossible by any means. The fourth and final kind of showing off I'll do here then is the final boss of the game, who when I'm recording this now, he doesn't have a harder version yet, but I'd say by the time this video is released, the extreme version will be. So 2 phases. First phase is quite kind of dull, you'd say. Doesn't move that quickly. It's phase 2 that things kick off. You can see the holy effect taken. If you use holy weapons or holy effects, he glows a bit and I think takes more damage. Certainly what he's weak to anyway. 2 Ironeyes and Revenant. We're quite a squishy team, but yeah, this boss in comparison to the other 3 I'm just after facing, not difficult at all. I found if you just spam the roll button when he's targeting you, you do get quite lucky. Yep, there's phase 1 done. Oh, the health bars are so low. Okay, phase 2. Or yeah, I have to tank this essentially in terms of my summons can take a bit of damage. Ironeyes can easily be one shot here if not careful. Very fortunate in my run to have gotten glint blades on one of my weapons. The blue swords are appearing constantly. My character is supposedly unkillable after I use my ult, but I do not like trusting that. So, I was on 0 health there, took a hit or 2 and did not die. More importantly, when you use your ult as Revenant, the summon there can't die immediately. I could probably have timed it a bit better. Ironeye used his ult there, did not stop the boss at all. Good to know you can't interrupt that. That's our second ult there as well, they really didn't time them very well. Spamming my lightning ability there, which is doing fair damage. Like, I think you're able to hold down, do extra damage. I take the Ironeyes must have holy crossbows or holy arrows of some sort on, because they're constantly getting that status effect on them. You can see him glowing there and just being weaker and weaker. Something I saw in a video since this recording was Revenant's starting claws are apparently quite good at reviving people. You should not throw them away needlessly. They do like double revive or something. Yeah. Now this boss is targeting me and I'm just rolling backwards, just bashing B continually. I'm not sure if I just got incredibly lucky, but that usually does like work. Just keep bashing B completely, and then it'll go to someone else and you can do damage. Just my role is to not die. I am not looking forward to the extreme version of this boss, certainly not. Which is supposedly on its way as I'm recording this. And there he goes. I do kind of wish there probably somewhere out there how much damage did you do compared to the other 2? I do feel I was carrying that team. And that is 4 bosses in 1 video. So what's next then? Supposedly more Everdark bosses, extreme ones are upcoming. So I'll probably do like a full expedition of each of them as they come out, like 1 a week. If they release DLC characters or anything like that, immediately I'll be kind of doing up a video on that if I can. I will have to look at other games to play then, in between A and B. I do have like the Bendy sequel game, which is the reason I played Bendy and the Ink Machine first one, because I saw the second one was being released. And yeah, if you have any recommendations for other games, I'm more than willing to hear them too. I started at the end of this thing looking around because there's one of the characters, you have to go into this room and do their ending here. And I was scared from having skipped that. So now I always just do a quick run round whenever I beat that boss. So yeah, game recommendations always always appreciated. Any comments, I'll leave below. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll kind of leave it there with the ending video. Hope you enjoy. Till next time then. See ya.